Good morning, everybody. I am sitting here with Yavos from ModuleWorks. They reached out about a month ago, and it was kind of this perfect culmination of a number of different things. Yavos comes from Germany, but wanted to take the time to tour and see kind of a boots on the ground look at manufacturing job shops, small CNC facilities here in the US, and also to announce they are involved in Toolpath. So what I wanted to ask is, aside from you explaining sort of who you are and what your role is, I remember quite vividly learning the name ModuleWorks 7 or 8 years ago and thinking, oh my gosh, this is like a huge brain trust of the CAM kernel technology that drives so many different CAM systems. And it's a little bit crazy to think that we're sitting here in my shop having the chance to talk to you. But in your own words, could you explain as simple as possible who ModuleWorks is and what they do, and why all of us that use CNC machines should be grateful for the technology that you guys have brought to market?
Thank you, John, for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. I'm 30 years in that business, and after 30 years, we are being told to be the best kept secret of the industry, because we are the ones making the 5-axis algorithms with many CAM systems running. So we are almost 400 people and working in terms of generating toolpath capabilities for CAM, but also for machine tool vendors, for control makers, tool manufacturers. So we sit as a kernel inside the system. That's the reason that end users, job shops, machining shops don't know about us as the ModuleWorks brands, because we are inside all these systems like Fusion and Mastercam and NX and all these systems. So at the same time, we try to bring the stakeholders like tool manufacturers and machine tool vendors and CAM systems together through open data standards to make things better and easier. And being here in this environment gives me the perfect opportunity to understand the challenges and needs in this area. A shop, very specialized, dedicated, very successful in a niche area, needs automation. So automation is nothing for companies like having thousands of people. Automation is here. A job shop at a good size needs to automate their production, and exchanging ideas, kicking off the Toolpath partnership here, understanding the challenges, getting ideas was excellent for us.
And here's what's really cool is we've had a number of wonderful conversations. One of the things I learned about was, if you're using Fusion, there is a toolpath called Deburr toolpath. That is your technology. Yes. And that idea came about from a conversation like this some time ago, where somebody sort of said, hey, why isn't this a thing? And I like saying that sort of a toolpath is a form of automation. Yes, it's just another toolpath in your CAM platform, but the reality is, if you're not having to hand deburr parts, or you have a CAM system that has software that allows you to more easily deburr your parts, that's a huge win. And then what's really fun, we're not going to share the secrets, was we actually thought of a new toolpath this morning, and we don't know if it will become one, but if it does become a toolpath, I will be sure to announce it, because it's pretty crazy. And so when you say ModuleWorks is the 5-axis, like we were talking about the geodesic toolpath. Yes. So in Fusion, if I open geodesic, what they're doing is they're actually using your code behind the scenes. So that's why I don't see the name ModuleWorks.
Exactly, that's how it is. And we started ModuleWorks with very complex parts like impellers and inlet channels and all these complex parts. But now, today, I'm very happy that ModuleWorks in the last 20 years helped to make 5-axis technology to become affordable, usable, and accessible for the majority of people. Like deburring is something that everybody can use anytime, or some surface machining with geodesic is the same.
Yeah, sure. And then we were talking at dinner last night. I did not realize this at all, that you're quite involved in many aspects of 5-axis 3D printing. And you were mentioning something that really blew me away, which is, and I'm going to try to restate it, but I'm hoping that you'll correct me. When we program a 5-axis toolpath, we may not necessarily care if it air cuts or there's uneven point distribution, because it may not matter. But on a 3D print, when it's laying down a filament line, every move matters because of how those layers are. Is that correct? How those layers were bonding together?
That's exactly correct. I mean, imagine you machine a part by machining, you remove material. So if you have a so-called step over, the tool moving the next lane, the step over doesn't need to be exact, because it will remove material still. But if you do an additive deposit of material, if you don't have an exact distance to the neighbor lane, you will deposit too much material. And if you imagine going 10 layers up, then the too much material will just damage your result. So basically, you need to be extremely accurate, and this is why 5-axis additive manufacturing requires very exact toolpaths, which is the geodesic toolpath here.
The idea of even relatively low-cost FDM printers being able to print without supports or print in different kinematic orientations is really cool to start to see what the future might look like. Otherwise, we're going to splice in some footage from the day today. We had the chance to film around the shop. What ModuleWorks is trying to do is pay it forward by creating some content around their heroes of manufacturing.
That's cool.
Really highlighting the role CAM programmers play in our industry, which certainly speaks to my heart. I absolutely genuinely love sitting down, pour myself a cup of coffee and look at a part and think about how I'm going to tackle this part. It's really quite fun. And so to meet people that are as passionate about it or help create that is quite cool. And then again, we're all involved in the Toolpath startup that's also now being led by Al Watmo, formerly of Fusion CAM, and seeing how Toolpath can use AI to automatically program parts. It doesn't mean you don't have to learn CAM, but what I love about it, the simple parts, it tackles them, and the more complicated parts, it does so much of the work that I can now sit there and proofread the part, make my own edits, rather than starting from scratch each time. What do you think of as the future for AI or Toolpath in terms of what it can do for users and training and education and industry terms and so forth?
I think there is an expectation of the digital native young generation that most of the things should be covered by the software.
Yeah.
And I think Toolpath Labs using AI maybe covering 80% of the jobs, and then giving time and space for the people to work on the more complex parts is, I think, a perfect match.
Yeah, perfect. Al has a great analogy of like autopilot didn't mean pilots. Airline pilots were out of the job. It just meant that they could spend their time doing other things like navigating, but also the great example of a pilot still has to land the plane, and a pilot really has to pay attention if they're trying to land the plane in, say, a strong crosswind. So in no way is it eliminating CAM programming. In fact, I quite like the idea that what it lets me do is stop clicking all the simple things for all the 2D features, and it lets me spend time trying to figure out how to do that pencil toolpath, which I still don't know how to do, but since I've got the guy here, I think we're going to sit down and figure out the pencil toolpath. But thanks for coming by, Yavos. I appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
Pleasure.